Hey, teenagers, young people, thank you so much for shooting your questions. If you're somebody wondering, saying, shoot questions where? AskGeorgeUncle@gmail.com or get into one of those social media places on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, and Google Hangouts, wherever it is, shoot some of your questions. Shoot some of your questions, and I would love to answer them. It's a very interesting question that has come, and it so much reflects about me because I used to think like this. Sir, I think I'm going to be like my father. My father was a drunkard and he was a murderer, and he's no more. And my mother keeps telling me that I am becoming like my father. What do I do? Hey, I see so much of me in you because that's exactly what I thought for a long time. I'm going to become like my father. And there are a lot of people around me would even prick me out and say this to me and saying, you're becoming like your father. You're becoming like your father, And I bought that lie saying, I'm going to become like my father. Today what I tell my children, we have adopted kids, right? Me and my wife, and we have 12 kids inside the house right now, 10 adopted and 2 of our own. I tell my kids, this statement I make all the time. I didn't have a proper father, but nobody can stop me from being a father. You know what I'm basically saying? Deep inside, I started rebelling. It's a good rebellion, okay? A rebellion within myself. Deep inside, I started re-scripting my inner script with this truth. I don't have to be like my father. I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be a different person. So, in my journey of re-scripting my inner script, and my journey of dealing with some of my past hurts and carrying some of those present baggages, I had to really shake off that lie. I'm not going to be like my father. I'm not going to be like my father. My father was very talented, very gifted. He was a very good speaker. He spoke very well. For a long time, I hesitated to even speak, for a long time. I started very young in small settings and things like that. When it's a little bigger setting, I would always say, no, I don't want to be like my father. And I still remember one of my mentors one day said this very beautifully. He said, George, you have got all these gifts and talents and abilities. It's because of your father. So thank God that you're like your father in many ways, but use it differently. Use it differently. Young people, when he said that, it hit me very hard. It hit me very hard because I never wanted to be like my father. I wanted to actually divorce myself from every quality of my father. My father cooked so well. My father speaks so well. He was very good with children, the way he would play and do things, and he was a very good sportsman. So many of those things I was trying to run away. I want to say this to you. You are who you are is because of your father. No, not all the bad things. No, all the good qualities, all the good things that he had, is in you. See how you can turn it around, how you can make it work together for good. Today, I love cooking. Today, I love spending time with children. Today, I love speaking. Today, I love doing a lot of different things which my father would have loved to do. I'm doing it on a very different level, very different scale right now, because I had to accept that truth. Yes, I'm having some of my father's qualities, but I don't have to be like him. I can turn the tables. I can be different. Don't buy into that lie. I'm going to become like this in the same way. You're only thinking about the negative side. No. See the good side of it, that God can turn things around. Yes, you're like your father in many ways, but turn the table around. It's how you can use the good characteristics of your dad, the gene that is there in you, the DNA that is there in you, and how you can become a blessing. Don't, belittle yourself. Don't escape. Don't run away. Accept the fact you are like your father, but see how you can do things differently. Take care. Hey, if you want to shoot some of your questions, anyone who's watching, askgeorgeuncle@gmail.com. Shoot it now. Bye.